Hi, welcome back to Sport on 7. I'm Tom Bushell. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Tom Bushell UAE. Now, Chris McCarty is with me later in the show to talk about local sport. But first, Yas Marina Circuit. It's not just about cars. I was up in Abu Dhabi last week to find out exactly what you can get up to on Tuesday nights. The Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi once a year has the world's eyes on it as the Formula One season rolls into town. Names such as Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso all go as fast as they can around the track. At last year's Formula One Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Sebastian Vettel drove the fastest lap in 1 minute 43.9 seconds. A Formula One car can reach speeds of up to 230 miles per hour. It's not just fast cars, though, that enjoy this track at the Yas Marina Circuit. Omar Noor, who is hoping to become the first Egyptian to compete in the triathlon at the next Olympics in Rio, can't get enough of Train Yas.
Absolutely. You know what's funny is I have a very unique background, which I had shared with you previously, but I used to weigh 105 kilos 5 years ago, right? So I'm not a professional athlete that's been, at an elite level since he was 3 years old. So a lot of people, when they almost dismiss professional athletes, when professional athletes give advice, because they're like, well, how would you know? You don't have all these different things. I had a regular job. My brother and I had started a company together. I gained a lot of weight. I was getting into my car, bent over, ripped the suit open at the pant seam, etc. So I understand that, right? And I understand also that when I started to do this, I wish there was more guidance. I wish I had an outlet, a place to ask questions. It just wasn't available to me. And this is a fantastic opportunity for people that, hey, you've never done it. It's not an intimidating place. That's what's beautiful about it. You can come and you can get advice, whether you've never even walked, right? So I like that whole aspect. It's very important, I think.
On a bike or on foot, you may not be hitting the kind of speeds an F1 driver reaches, but every week on Tuesday nights, anyone is welcome to run, cycle and walk around the world-famous circuit in a bid to stay fit. It's all in association with Active Life, and brand ambassador Omar thinks it's incredible to see so many people taking part.
This is definitely the easiest place to come. And I always say, every big city has to have some sort of sports outlet, right? New York City has Central Park, London has Hyde Park, and Abu Dhabi has Yas Island. And, Train Yas, by Active Life is an amazing place to come. And most people don't even know about it. That's the thing. A lot of people ask me, they're like, where do you work out I'm like, are you kidding me? How about the F1 track? That's where I work out, It's fantastic. Every Tuesday they open it up and they have people that can cycle on it, run, walk. They have boot camp. There's all this active lifestyle stuff going on. Active Life now has active health support, where they measure your blood pressure outside. They measure your blood sugar levels. They tell you what your risk for diabetes is. I mean, you just come over here, and whether you're a beginner that has never done anything or a seasoned pro, you can come here and exercise, walk, and do something. And yeah, it's brilliant. Under the lights of the Formula One track, it's just unbelievable.
OK, so you might not be getting paid the millions that an F1 driver will get to drive around this circuit, and you might not be on that podium behind me at the end of the night. But as far as cycling and running and walking, if you wish, goes, this really isn't a bad place to be.
I saw him, and his story is just brilliant, and I've followed his story ever since he told me here one Tuesday night at a kids clinic that I was at, and it sort of made me think, well, it's possible. Someone's got to do it. Why not me?
I love the environment here. I love the people here. It's very clean, very nice to running and bicycle here.
So you cycle here, but do you run as well?
Yeah, run as well, both things.
And how many laps would you do in an evening?
And 2 laps only.
Not only good for running, but it's good for the social event as well. You can get to see all your friends here out of work and get a chance to sort of blast some steam, and also facilities, and to run on a world-class racetrack is pretty special. To do it on your back doorstep is pretty amazing as well. So yeah.
How many laps do you manage each Tuesday night down here?
Just the one. Unless it's a short track, then I maybe do 2. But yeah,
I think it's about 5k, and obviously my fitness should be there, but proved in this heat it's a lot harder than what it usually is. So I got there, and at the moment my legs they feel like jelly, but I'm going to go get some nice cold water. Hopefully it'll be right. But no, the place here is great. I mean, it's all free as well. You get free water. facilities are great and everything. A lot better than England anyway.
You may find yourself having to pit, but after a few weeks, your fitness levels will start getting better and better, and you should see those lap times getting quicker and quicker. Plus, you may even go from a 3-stop strategy to a 1-stop strategy. You have to be careful though. There is a Johnny Rockets outlet based at the track, and in a bid to stay fit, that's one pit stop you can't use.
So after you've done the 10 laps on your bike or ran the 10 laps, is it often the case that you go to Johnny Rockets and get rid of all the hard work?
Is this a trick question? Did my coach send you? No, coach. I do not go to Johnny Rockets. That's my official answer.
To get involved, make sure you register at the Yas Marina Circuit website. It's free and open every Tuesday night from 6 until 9. Something definitely worth doing each week, a fantastic facility, and we'll talk more about Yas soon on the show. They're keen to stage pre-season F1 testing, which would be superb. For now, though, let's get some tips. Here is Wayne Johnson from Jumeirah Golf Estates to guide you through some golf shots you may need a little help with.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Jumeirah Golf Estates Tour Academy. My name's Wayne Johnson. Today we're going to talk about posture and how important posture is in helping develop consistency out on the golf course. I look at most amateur golfers and they tend to get into a very slouched or slumped position. From here it's very difficult to make a great swing of the club, so this drill is going to help you develop great athletic posture. If you stand with the feet about between shoulder width and hip width apart, slightly soften the knees, extend the arms fully, and then take the club and let it rest behind your back, running down your back, resting along the back and underneath the tailbone. Tilt your spine forward until you feel the weight moving towards the balls of your feet. Once in this position, lift the club back over, placing the club behind the ball. From here we're in a nice athletic posture. We can turn and hit the ball. If you work on good posture, you're going to hit good golf shots out there on the course.
Thanks, Wayne. Stay with Sport on 7 this week, as next we'll speak to Chris McCarty as we look into what is making the headlines in local sport. We're back in a moment on Sport on 7.